Free agency is back underway, and it's honestly been slower than I anticipated. There have been some big trades and signings, but some of the biggest names are still unsigned. So there's still some work for every team to do, including the Nationals. The Nats haven't made a splash signing this offseason, but they've started putting some pieces in place for 2022, so let's check out the three newest Nats: Nelson Cruz, Steve Cishek, and Cesar Hernandez. Nelson Cruz has had a very long, very decorated career. The 41-year-old is a 7-time All-Star, a 4-time Silver Slugger, and has finished in the top 10 in MVP voting 5 times. After a cup of coffee with the Brewers at age 24, Cruz moved to Texas, and that's when he truly took off, making his first All-Star game in 2009. But mostly he's remembered in Texas for his postseason success. This is his career slash line in the playoffs. Yeah. When Cruz faced the best pitching in the league, he slugged over 600. He's one of the most prolific power hitters of his generation, and he brings a right-handed power bat that the Nationals were seriously lacking. The only question is, where in the field will he play? Nowhere! The DH in the National League is what made this move possible, and Bald Man didn't waste time bolstering the middle of the order. In 2021, Nelson Cruz slugged 32 homers in 140 games. He slashed .264, .334, .497 for an OPS of .832, and he was traded from the Twins to the Rays mid-season in 2021. Although, Cruz indicated that the reason he wanted to play for the Nats was because Rizzo was going to make some more moves to make the team competitive. I don't really see a path for this team to compete this year, so the likely outcome will be Cruz being dealt at the trade deadline if he plays well. He is 41 and he did show signs of decline last season, but he still had a very good year overall, so hopefully he'll hit well behind Juan Soto, which would also be nice for Juan to see more pitches to hit. Yo, check this shit out.
We have seen it in this series. Sanders chased that one.
Steve Cishek is a right-handed relief pitcher who broke into the league in 2010, and he's been consistently effective ever since. In his career, he sports an ERA under 3 in 644 total innings pitched. He's been a bit of a journeyman in recent years, jumping from Miami to St. Louis, Seattle, Tampa, both Chicago teams, and last year with the LA Angels of Anaheim, Angels of Los Angeles. Cishek is a guy who forces a lot of soft contact and doesn't give up home runs. He gave up just .3 home runs per 9 innings last season. This is another one-year deal for a guy who can help stabilize the bullpen and is a perfect trade candidate as well. On top of that, the dude's got some filthy stuff in his arsenal. Lastly, there's Cesar Hernandez, who the Nationals signed before the lockout began. You'll probably recognize him as the Phillies' former leadoff hitter. He's been an average to slightly below average hitter in his career, but he excels at defense. He's able to play second base, shortstop, and third base, with second base being his best position. As of now, the Nationals have expressed interest in Luis Garcia taking over the starting shortstop position, meaning that Hernandez will likely play second base, although there could still be more moves that shake up the infield a bit more. At the plate, he's a pretty streaky hitter with a career on-base percentage of .345. If he gets off to a hot start, the Nationals would probably trade him at the deadline in 2022. So there you have it, the 3 newest members of the Washington Nationals. None of these signings move the needle for the Nationals to compete this season, but these guys could bring in more young prospects through trades to help build up the farm system even more. While improved, the Nats prospect pipeline still ranks in the bottom half of the league, so these type of signings are a perfect way to get solid prospects back. The Nationals will be active throughout the rest of the offseason. We'll just have to wait and see if the rest of their moves will be big or small. I vote big, now go get Trevor Story.